reflect back on the program now and from a distance of a few years, what sort of impact do you think it made on you as a leader, as a manager, as perhaps as a strategic thinker?
Oh, a huge impact. And there's a lot of tools that I use every day. I guess the things that really resonate with me through the EMBA program is the power of leadership. Clearly it's a real standout, and getting that right is crucial for businesses to succeed. I think the next one for me is strategy, and I think for a lot of people strategy means a new idea. I think the great thing that I really took from the MBA program was strategy is all about a path to implementing your vision, and for me that's something that we do every day, and it's really become part of a culture in our business, is to ensure that we are fulfilling our aspirations of our vision. And then finally it's about innovation and taking risk and finding the time to do it. And the more senior you get, the busier you get, often the less time you have to think and innovate. And I think having a team around you where you enforce KPIs of people to think and innovate is a crucial part of getting the business to develop.
Yeah, right. Fabulous observation. And an important part of the Global Executive MBA, as you know, is not just the individual modules themselves, but it's also around this idea of the executive report. One of the distinctive features is that as part of the program, as you know, there's an opportunity to work on a strategic change process or a new initiative. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about how you used that opportunity in the Executive MBA and what you worked on as part of that.
Well, it's probably no great surprise I chose our own business for my strategic project, and it was really a fascinating journey. I really used the MBA to go back and have a look at our business and actually ask some very simple questions. You know, the 5 forces of competitive power in business. Where do we sit? Do our competitors have the power? Do we have the power? Do suppliers have power? Are there new entrants coming into the market which is changing the dynamic of our industry? That was really the starting point. For me, it was really about resetting the vision of our group, and the one thing that we did, which I look back on now, we had 35 people across 9 departments spend the best part of 2,000 hours trying to re-establish who we are as a business, what we aspired to be. And from that, we really lent on a customer-centric approach to trying to break out of the commoditised nature of what we do. And from there we spent a huge amount of time trying to understand our vision, and our vision became we wanted to be the first choice in Australian office, the first choice for our tenants, for investors and for our staff. And simplistically it was, for every $1 of extra rent we can collect, we will drive extra value in the real estate, which in turn allows more inflow into our funds. We can buy more real estate, we collect more fees, we grow our business, we can pay our staff more. So it was a nice circular vision. Really then it was about understanding, well, what do our tenants really want? What do our investors really want? And what do our staff really want? We spent thousands of hours trying to figure that out. Lots of surveying, a lot of strategy canvas at work. And from that we set some really key goals. But the first thing we discovered is the way our business was organised was not aligned to our vision. Right. And so we went through a massive reorganisation, a fundamental change in reporting lines across the group, an establishment of about another 6 offices around the country, decentralising our property management platform out into the real estate. And from there, really, we set ourselves a whole new goal around what I call the architecture of our business, our people, our processes and our systems. From a people perspective, we changed our job descriptions to be more aligned with our vision. We changed our hiring policies. We changed our KPIs and the way we get people to report, and we changed recognition. We started recognising people not by money, but by purely doing their job well. Mm-hmm. IT and systems was all about buying our business an extra hour a day so that we could do more every day in the customer-centric space that we didn't have time to do before. Processes, we reviewed 750 workflows in the business. We reduced that down to about 550 workflows, which ultimately saved us a huge amount of time, which allowed us to implement a lot of the changes we're now doing. And really now, by letting the business discover this vision itself, rather than being a top-down you must, it became a we will. And so now it's fundamentally embedded in what we do, and ultimately it becomes routine. and it is now routine in our business, and hopefully it will turn into culture. And once it's culture, I think that we've really made a substantial change the way we do things. And our staff survey results have shown a massive improvement in that space, and probably most importantly, our tenant survey results had the highest improvement on record in the 30 years of the independent survey that most of us rely upon. So that's very pleasing.
Well, they're outstanding results, and a lot of that clearly is to do with taking this customer-centric approach, and rethinking your business really quite fundamentally from that perspective.